Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have to talk about last night's episode of Sister Wives. I have this rage that boils inside me when I watch this show now. And I had someone comment on my Instagram today, why are you just now noticing Kody and Robyn's behavior? And it's I guess it's not that I'm just now noticing it, but honestly, watching Meri is so sad. I feel like she needs to be deprogrammed from this lifestyle. It's actually really sad to watch her continually go back, and I'm going to touch on that a little bit later in the video, but that's just so sad. And I guess now that I know that Christine is leaving or has left, Kody just gives no shits about anybody in this family. I dare say, I'm not sure how much he gives a shit about Robyn. When they were at their cookout, he wasn't helping Robyn with her kids. He was off in his own little world. So it's so clear that Kody has zero interest in being a family anymore, and seriously is using COVID as an excuse to be an absent father and husband. And what I found really interesting is that Gabriel totally called this out in yesterday's episode. I found it really interesting in this episode. We did see last season, with Truly struggling that she couldn't play with Solomon and Ari, to, Gabriel and Garrison, they're really not wanting to have to go through all these really strict quarantine protocols that their dad is setting forth. But I think from what I've seen, it's less about them wanting to follow safety protocols, but about wanting to see their family. They wanted to quarantine altogether. So yeah, if nobody goes anywhere, let's have nobody go anywhere. This whole notion of Kody being the only one that is exempt from these strict COVID protocols is so asinine and doesn't make any sense. You are not reducing your risk of exposure if you are still going house to house. So anyways, let's take a look at Gabriel really calling this out.
Your dad is way more careful.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to make sure he feels comfortable still coming here and that we're protecting everybody in the family.
I'm pissed. I think we should be all together. I literally don't understand why we're all quarantining separate. If I end up getting it and then I recover, if that doesn't change the game, then this was never about COVID at all in the first place.
I know.
There's no rules set up here. Dad's I can't see anyone. Sorry, bye.
It's the frustration.
See you in Christmas. Isn't it damaging to the relationships that we don't ever see each other?
Yeah, but you know what? We'll survive that.
So is it Robyn or is it Dad?
I think it's Dad. I really do. Your dad's been talking to his doctor. He has all these ideas about what the rules need to be. He's an independent decision maker.
Yeah, he's also a freedom lover. And this isn't very free of him.
I think the fact that Gabriel knows that COVID is just an excuse, that this really isn't about COVID at all. This has been percolating in the family for a while. Kody getting more and more distant from the wives, except for Robyn, and more just combative with his kids. He seems to he holds his kids accountable for his actions. That is so infuriating to me. And it's really infuriating that Janelle seems to at least stick up for Kody and say that it's Kody and not Robyn, but it seems like Gabriel knows what's really going on. Christine, she gives no fucks anymore, and I find that so refreshing. She's gonna let Isabel get a tattoo when she turns 18. She has said fuck Kody's COVID rules and has still gone to see Janelle. And look, people need to be careful and follow the protocols that are set forth by the CDC, their state and local governments. I fully support that, but Kody, and I think what is getting the backlash online and on social media is that people are coming up with 100 ways that they could still gather as families, that they could still see each other. People are sharing what they have done during COVID to still be able to see their families. And none of those things are happening because Gabriel is right. It's not about the pandemic. This is about Robyn and Kody just wanting to be a monogamous couple. And I find it really interesting that Kody is taking it on as like, this is his rules. Robyn mentioned multiple times in last night's episode, I'm trying to follow Kody's rules. Kody, these are your rules. But Gabriel also pointed out he's a freedom lover and this isn't free. And this episode in particular was really hard for me to watch Meri. Just her grasping at any kind of carrot that's being dangled in front of her of affection or attention is just heartbreaking to watch. Take a look at this clip.
He wants to talk to me about something, as I don't know what it is. But you know what? I don't care. The fact that he's coming over and is going to talk to me, that's a win. I've had a lot of people say to me, why are you still there? He clearly doesn't love you. You're just brainwashed. You know, you're just doing this because you think that it's what's going to get you to heaven. Why do you stay? Because it's my family, because I have a confirmation from God that this is where I am meant to be. This is a very conscious choice that I'm making.
Because Meri says that this is a conscious choice that she's making, she's aware of all the criticisms and all the bewilderment of people watching as to why she would stay. She gets it, but she chose this lifestyle and she continues to choose this family. Okay, so Meri's not leaving. In my opinion, I think it's absolutely cruel for Kody to stay in this quote marriage. It would be more humane and a more decent thing to do for him to actually like cut her loose, divorce her, quote divorce her, even though I know they're already legally divorced. But by him holding on to this notion that he's doing some noble good, even though he's emotionally neglecting and manipulating, gaslighting, all of those words are actually accurate when it comes to Kody. The thing that he thinks him just staying or not he actually said not kicking anyone out it doesn't excuse that. This is terrible. This is a terrible relationship, a terrible way to live. And it almost seems like Meri thinks that she's earning brownie points or earning her way back into Kody's good graces when Kody has said multiple times that there is no romantic relationship anymore and he's not interested in having one. So if there's no interest there, what can you do? I maintain it would be the more humane thing for Kody to do would be to set Meri free, set Christine free, set anybody free that you don't want to actively participate in a relationship with. You guys will have to let me know what you think down in the comments. What did you think of Robyn continually? It seems like she's going overboard to make it really seem like these are Kody's rules and not hers, even though it doesn't seem that anyone is really buying what they're trying to sell there. It was really also heartbreaking for me to see that Isabel is gonna have a breakdown about Kody not attending her surgery. Why in the scenes from the next episode she says, why can't he just drop everything and love me? I have those same questions. Anyways, you guys, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Reality Squad, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.